What's up, everyone? So, the Abrahamics are all sick. Whether it's a small sliver section of one of them or not, let's go through them. So let's start with the oldest, so the Jews. Well, when it comes to the Jews, you have something that ultra-Orthodox rabbis do. It's called mitzitza b'peh. I don't know if you've ever heard of this phrase, but let me explain to you what it means. Mitzitza b'peh is when the moil, who's the rabbi who performs the circumcision, and of course there's blood, right? He uses his mouth to suck up the blood. That's mitzitza b'peh. Now, the thing that happens, and you can look up articles on this, is what happens is he does this, but some rabbis have herpes, and it transfers over to the kid. And sometimes, if you give a kid a dose of herpes, I mean, they're so small, it can kill them, and it has. And there are articles that you could find for these ultra-Orthodox rabbis who transmit herpes to kids when they suck the blood off of their penis. Now, if we move to the Christians now, the Christians, it's all about blood. You're covered in Jesus' blood. You're saved by the power of the blood. The Catholics, when you go to church, the transubstantiation, which is when you drink the wine and you eat the wafer, they're saying that you are literally eating the body and drinking the blood of Christ. That's what they're trying to tell you. That's what transubstantiation is. I mean, you have the Catholics also with the blood of St. Januarius. It's this blood from St. Januarius, which is kept in a very airtight sealed container. And what happens is, it's usually coagulated, because that's what blood does, where it hardens, it thickens. But what happens is, they consider it a miracle when it liquefies, and it's supposed to liquefy on 3 specific days. I don't remember the exact days, to be honest with you. One was the day that he was moved. One has to do with 1631, the eruption of Vesuvius. It didn't hit them, so they said he protected them. But regardless of the fact, if the blood does not liquefy, it's a really bad news for the Catholics. Now, the Muslims are not without their own problems. They have something called bakabazi. They have a saying that women are for breeding, boys are for pleasure. And so what these little boys do is no different than what's happening in America with these drag shows and everything. What's happening is these young boys, prepubescent boys, are dressing up as women. And they put makeup on and they dance sexy for the older men, and the men take them and do what you can. You could talk to anybody in the army. The army specifically told the people in the army, the soldiers, to stay away and back off and not intervene with that. So, I'm just tired of this bloodlust and pedophilia that is rampant through the Abrahamics. I'm tired of it, and I'm tired of making excuses for it. We need to call it out when we see it, and we need to not worry about being labeled Islamophobic or anti-Semitic. Fuck that, you know? So, just wanted to tell you these are the 3 different examples, and I'm sure there's more too, guys, just in general, of the Abrahamics and how gross they are.